If you're like me, you have probably seen Timothy Sykes ads on YouTube, and you may have wondered to yourself, is this guy legit? Can he actually make me money? And can he teach me how to trade stocks in the stock market? Well, I have actually been subscribed to Timothy Sykes before. I've been with him for a couple years in the past, and I just want to share my experience using Timothy Sykes and his platform because I imagine some of you must be seeing his ads and you're probably wondering to yourself if you should buy it or not. And hopefully this video can just shed some light on you guys and answer that question for you. The best way to go about this video is basically just to look at the pros and cons of Timothy Sykes trading. So what are the pros? The pros are that his platform does teach you how to trade stocks, but it teaches you how to day trade. It does not teach you how to invest. I see investing as a buy and hold type situation where you are analyzing the stock and you're analyzing the company and you're putting your money into the company to invest for the long-term growth of that company. This is not what Timothy Sykes teaches. Timothy Sykes teaches you how to day trade. What day trading is buying and selling a stock within a day to capture some of the volatility that that stock may be experiencing. A lot of the time you're actually in and out of a position within the hour, and sometimes it could even be 5 minutes. So in day trading, you don't care about the financials of the company, you don't care about the management, you don't care about anything. All you're doing is trying to capture some volatility on a stock that is moving, and that's it. You don't even have to know anything about the company. What day trading is essentially just trying to read the chart, analyze it, and profit based on support and resistance zones, and then breaking or holding and capturing momentum. There's actually quite a bit to it, which is why his course contains about 6,000 videos now. That is another positive as well, is that Timothy Sykes teaches you how to read charts and teaches you technical analysis extremely well. Technical analysis can be used in day trading and in long-term investing when you are trying to find a good entry point or a good exit point on your position. So technical analysis kind of goes hand in hand with day trading and with real investing. So technical analysis is a good skill to learn no matter what you want to do in the stock market. And the same skills for day trading apply to long-term investing. And really that was one of the biggest takeaways for me when I was in Timothy Sykes' program, was learning technical analysis. Because as some of you know, if you are a viewer of mine, is that I am a long-term investor. So I do read the charts, and all of my chart readings, I learned all of that basically from Timothy Sykes. He's the guy who taught me how to analyze charts, and he is the guy who taught me technical analysis. All of that comes from him. I'll link some of my technical analysis videos so you guys can go and watch them if you want, and then you guys can see basically what Timothy Sykes teaches, because those videos, all the information and all of my knowledge in those videos comes from Timothy Sykes. Another positive thing about Timothy Sykes' program is that he puts out content on basically a daily basis. He is extremely dedicated to his following and to people who pay his subscription, and in return, what he does is he analyzes every stock that is ran that day, and he puts out a video every single night so that you can go and watch what happened in the markets. So really you're getting a daily video basically on what Timothy Sykes thinks on the stocks that moved and the stocks that ran and how he would have played them. He's really busy, so he doesn't really trade every single day anymore. So basically that's really good if you were busy all day and you didn't have time to watch the markets and you just want to spend 15 minutes learning about what actually happened in the markets and how a master trader would have traded the setups. That's a way that it's really powerful, and it's a good way to get started in the stock market, is just to spend 15 minutes a day watching his daily video lessons. Timothy Sykes' platform also has a massive community now. I believe last time I checked there was over 100,000 people subscribed to his program. The program has a chat room for everyone to hop in, and you can talk about the plays of the day, the stocks that are running, and potentially some new ideas. So if you are someone who wants to learn and connect with more people who are just learning the stock markets, it is a good way to connect with those people. Timothy Sykes' setups also do work. His strategy does work, and he has created a few millionaire students with it. He also has quite a few students who are making over 6 figures a year trading the setups that he teaches in his program. So his program really does work, and his platform verifies every single trade with the broker that they use to trade with. So that way you know that the trades are all 100% legit, and these guys are actually making their money trading Timothy Sykes setups. Timothy Sykes is in his chat room as well, and you have basically direct access to talking to him and asking him questions. He's not as responsive as, you would really hope he would be, but he does answer your questions once in a while, and he does directly talk to you. So it's kind of good to have that direct access to talk to a master trader and someone who has made millions of dollars in the stock market. One last pro to Timothy Sykes' platform is actually the platform itself, which is Profitly. Profitly allows you to track your trades extremely well, and it has a bunch of statistics that you can follow, and it can basically point out where you're losing your money and where you're winning your money so that you can focus on the things that are making you money and just basically cut out everything that is losing you money. It also keeps track of your winning percentage and how big your wins are, and it also keeps track of your losses and how big your losses are, and it averages them out. And you can play around with that, and you can check all the analytics on all of your trades if you just remember to upload your trades to Profitly. Profitly is also actually free to use. I personally use it to track all of my trades, and I don't pay a dime to do that. So with that being said, if you want to check out Profitly, I will leave a link in my description on this video because it is 100% free to use, and it can help you learn where your mistakes are being made when you are trading stocks. So now for the cons of Timothy Sykes. What are they? First off, you have to dedicate a lot of time to learning Timothy Sykes' day trading strategies. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. It can take years to learn his strategy. As I said earlier in the video, he has 6,000 video lessons on his strategy. I believe there was about 5,000 video lessons when I was using Timothy Sykes, and I got through about maybe 3,000 of them because I was watching them as much as I could trying to learn the stock market. And I felt pretty confident in his setups, and I was profiting here and there, but I wasn't that consistent yet. And I know that personally I was spending at least 2 to 3 hours a day watching his video content, and even still it was pretty hard for me to learn the setups and watch them in real time and actually profit off of them. I know that people can do it. I've watched people do it, but you need to dedicate so much time to watching his videos to learn his setups. Another thing about his strategy is a lot of it is short selling, which is extremely risky. And personally, I don't like short selling. I don't short sell at all because I have seen people blow up their accounts on short selling. Because when you go long, you have a max loss that you can have. You can just lose your whole investment and that's it. But when you short a stock, the amount of money that you can lose is infinite. If the stock keeps going when you're shorting it, you can lose 8 times your initial investment. So for me, I would rather just stick to long and not short stocks. And Timothy Sykes, in his platform and in his program, he teaches you how to short stocks, and that's just something I never wanted to do. So that whole aspect of it, I basically didn't even use. Another con is you will most likely lose money before you start making money. You can't sign up to Timothy Sykes and expect to start making millions of dollars a year right off the bat because you won't. Simple as that. You're probably going to lose a lot of money just getting in the market and learning how it works and testing the setups from scratch and just learning what works for you and what doesn't. So if you sign up to Timothy Sykes, please don't think that you're going to be making thousands of dollars right off the bat, because pretty much guaranteed you're going to be down at least a couple $1,000s before you really get the hang of things and before you even learn how to start trading and day trading stocks. A lot of Timothy Sykes' successful students actually lost money for about the first 9 months to the first year. Timothy Sykes' most successful student, who has now made over $7 million in the stock market, the first 9 months that he was with Timothy Sykes, he was losing money and he was quite negative. He actually had to put more money into his trading account so that he could keep trading and keep learning how to trade. Obviously, that investment paid off for him because he stuck with it and he saw through all of those losses for the first year. But if you don't have that mental stamina and that drive and love for the stock market, it will be extremely hard for you to stick out a year of losing on trades and losing day trading and wanting to continue doing it. So if you're going to sign up for Timothy Sykes, you have to have that long-term vision, and you have to understand that you're not going to make money for the first potentially year. So just really don't go into it with this thought that within a year you're going to be a millionaire or you're going to be making profits, because honestly, the first year you're probably just going to be losing money. The last con that I could think of is Timothy Sykes himself. He is a great teacher and he is a very, very passionate man about the stock market and about helping people. It's just the way he does it can really set some people off. For example, if you're in the chat room and you're typing some stock ticker and you're giving your thesis on what it is going to do and you mistype the stock ticker or something, he is going to flame your ass and you better be ready for it. he does let you know when you mess up, and he does it in a very aggressive way. Like, he will call you stupid, he will ask you why you're doing that, he will ask you why you thought that was a good idea, he will send you links to videos and say you need to watch this again before doing anything. And again, that is just his way of teaching, and he is very passionate about teaching. It's just that it is very aggressive, and it can set a lot of people off and turn a lot of people off from his courses. So with that being said, it doesn't really seem like he's going to change that or work on that anytime soon, because that's just kind of who he is. So just understand that if you are signing up with Tim Sykes, you are also signing up with that aggressive personality as a teacher. All in all, what I have to say about Timothy Sykes is that I learned a lot in his program, and a lot of what I learned I use today when I still make decisions on buying and selling stocks. As I said, I am a long-term investor now. I don't really day trade too much, so the technical analysis that I learned when I was with Timothy Sykes that I brought over to my long-term investing has profited me quite a bit over the last year. I also don't use Timothy Sykes' exact strategies anymore. I tried them and they just really weren't for me. And you kind of develop your own strategies as you're in the market. And the more time you are in the market, the more you develop your own personalized style. Because there are plenty of ways to profit in the market. And eventually you'll just learn what works for you. But with that being said, Timothy Sykes' teachings really was a good foundation for me to learn my own strategies and what works best for me. Without Timothy Sykes, I don't think I would have ever gotten into the stock market. So it's really hard for me to bash on him because he inspired me to learn about the stock market. So if you are someone who wants to learn about the basics of the stock market and the basics of how to read a chart, then Timothy Sykes might actually be good for you. Just understand that you're going to have to put in a lot of time to retain that knowledge, and you're going to have to watch a lot of his video lessons. Timothy Sykes is a legit trader, and his students are legit traders as well. He has created a few millionaire students. That is 100% legit. I have personally talked to these guys, and I have watched their trades in live action, and they do make money consistently. They did have to work their asses off to get to that point though, and really please do not expect that to happen right away or overnight. By all means, sign up to Timothy Sykes. Just know that if you want to be profitable using his strategy, you are going to have to work your ass off, and you are going to have to study your ass off. So if you're someone who just wants to play around in the stock market and do it as like a side hobby thing, it could be good for you, but don't expect to be profitable for a long time. If you want to get serious about it and you want to learn from someone who has basically endless content, then Timothy Sykes might be for you just because he has 6,000 videos on the stock market. But again, Timothy Sykes is legit, his students are legit, and I believe deep down he does really have a good heart, which really doesn't apply to trading at all, but I do think that he is a good guy. He is just extremely aggressive in his teachings. I'll leave a link in my bio so that you guys can go check out his program and potentially make your own decision. Again, this is all just my own opinion, but honestly, he did teach me a lot about the stock market, and I don't regret the money that I spent on his courses because, again, all of the technical analysis that I learned through Timothy Sykes has profited me more than the subscription has cost over the years. So yeah, that's just my opinion, and I hope that sheds some light for you guys, and that's basically the video. So if you like the video, please remember to leave a thumbs up on it. It really helps me grow my channel and helps YouTube spread the video to a wider audience. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. With all that being said, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.